In less than a year from now, the people of Tennessee will go to the polls to select a new governor. Historically, Election Day has offered Tennesseans two very conventional choices, Republican or Democrat. Whether one pulled the lever for a Republican or for a Democrat, both candidates were invariably drawn from among the political partisans who were influenced and financed by special interest groups. Unfortunately for Tennesseans, political partisanship has not ended when the polls closed. It has continued unabated on Capitol Hill, where the economic and social challenges facing Tennesseans have been pushed to the background in order to advance partisan agendas. Our two political parties have lost sight of their responsibility to act in the best interests of their constituents, allowing special interest groups to set the course for Tennessee. The people of Tennessee deserve to have the issues of importance addressed without the heavy hand of special interest. Years of partisan politics have disaffected many voters, and now we stand at a crossroad. We can continue the enabling of partisanship, which produces little, silences common sense, slows progress, and reduces the prospects for the future. Or we can send a message that enough is enough. As I've expressed my ideas for what the role of Tennessee's governor should be, I've been encouraged by the response of folks from across the state. People from every walk of life suggested that I offer myself to lead our state down a new path. Through their encouragement and support, I have decided to take up this challenge by offering Tennessee a new choice, an independent voice as a candidate for governor of the state of Tennessee. Like most Tennesseans, I am concerned about the path we are traveling. I worry that our path has become excessively fraught with troubles. I worry about issues like declining property values, job losses, rising costs, and failing school systems. I worry about my ability to pay my mortgage, or if I will ever be able to afford to retire. I worry about those leading us have become devoid of good old-fashioned common sense. Most of all, I worry that arrogant politicians in Washington are destroying the hope of a bright and prosperous future for my kids and my country. You see, I am a lifelong Tennessean. I come from a long line of lifelong Tennesseans. Members of my family have been calling themselves Tennesseans since the 1800s. I went to school here. I met my wife Patricia here. I have worked here, owned and operated businesses here. I have helped raise three incredible young men right here. I know what it means to be a Tennessean. As a Tennessean, I have seen our state rise to great heights and accomplish amazing things. I have seen the unique charm, beauty, and style of Tennessee attract visitors and new residents from every corner of the world. I've seen a lot of wonderful things take place right here in Tennessee, but what I have observed lately has given me great cause for concern. Our state seems to be changing, and not necessarily for the better. Some of our traditions have fallen by the wayside. Mismanagement, excessive bureaucracy, rising taxation have hampered progress and development. Many of our state's natural resources have been harmed or even destroyed. Our state is being guided down a rough and treacherous path, and it's time that we, Tennesseans, native or new, find our voice in government. As governor of the great state of Tennessee, I will work diligently to move away from the customary partisan process which has hampered progress over the years. I will give Tennessee a strategic plan and the ability to improve the quality of life for every citizen of the state. I will, in an unbiased fashion, work to keep legislators focused solely on the issues confronting our state. I will be an independent, proactive governor, resistant to the whims of party platforms and special interest groups. Moreover, I am resolved to be a strong leader, willing to roll up my sleeves and go to work for the state, instead of working the country club circuit and the lobbying elite. There are many key points to my comprehensive plan for moving Tennessee beyond the distraction of partisan politics and onto real progress and innovation. The keys to my proactive program include, first and foremost, citizens come first. My administration will make it a priority to respond to the real-life problems and concerns of Tennesseans rather than those of the lobbyists and the special interest groups. Second, fiscal responsibility. Legislators and state employees will be encouraged to be better stewards of the taxpayers' dollar. I will tackle our economic downturn, create an environment conducive to business growth, design the infrastructure required for future development, strive to provide full employment for citizens, and maintain all right-to-work policies in the state of Tennessee. Third, innovation in education. As governor of Tennessee, I will focus on implementing a statewide choice in education. The unparalleled level of choice and competition of my program will ultimately encourage scholastic performance and provide young Tennesseans with a world-class education. My administration will additionally seek to provide a guaranteed college education for every high school graduate. Best of all, my progressive education reform programs can be achieved using only existing education funds and without a tax increase. And number 4, reasonable taxations. For all Tennesseans, I will seek responsible tax reforms during my service as governor, such as reducing the Hall income tax, addressing gas tax inadequacies, and ensuring that the state of Tennessee continues to operate without the implementation of a personal income tax. Because I'm inspired to impartially give voice to the concerns of all Tennesseans, my campaign will be made up of Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. Those who want a new direction, less distraction, and a state government focused solely on achieving positive results will find common ground here. If that sounds like what you've been waiting for, understand that this election will be different. This time, there is another choice, another path forward. This time, Tennesseans can chart a new course that steers sharply away from special interests, dominated partisan politics, and toward a new day of independent thinking and independent action that works for you. If you are ready to help make a difference, join me and hundreds of other independent-minded voters in my campaign for a better Tennessee. Take time today to visit my website, join my Facebook group, and tell at least one friend or family member about my campaign and our shared vision of a state that works for you, the taxpayer, and not the special interest. Thank you for watching this video and for what I hope you will help us accomplish during this historic and important election.